Kylian Mbappé, the FIFA World Cup, MetLife Stadium, and a record that had stood for years shattered in the most dramatic fashion possible. If you missed this game, sit down, because what happened on June 16, 2026 is the kind of football that reminds you exactly why you fell in love with this sport. France, Senegal, Group 1. And a history between these two nations that makes this matchup unlike almost any other at this tournament. Because let's not forget the last time these two sides met at a World Cup was 2002. France were defending champions. They were supposed to be untouchable. And Senegal absolutely embarrassed them. 1-0. A stunning upset that helped send Les Bleus crashing out of their own tournament without scoring a single goal. That's the weight France carried into this fixture. That's the ghost they needed to exorcise. And for the first half of this game, it looked like history might just repeat itself. Senegal came out with absolutely no fear. The Lions of Teranga pressed high, moved with intensity, and created the better chances in the opening 45 minutes. France, for all their star power, were disjointed. They couldn't find their rhythm. Chances were few and far between. Senegal had opportunities to punish them, and the crowd at MetLife Stadium could sense it. This was not the dominant France performance anyone had expected. At halftime, the score was goalless, and France had a decision to make. And this is where the game turned completely. Didier Deschamps clearly had a word. France came out in the second half with a renewed energy, a different structure, and suddenly the game started to open up. Michael Olise, who had been sharp and inventive throughout, began to take control. His creativity, his ability to find space between the lines, it was becoming a real problem for Senegal's defense. Then came the moment this game had been building toward. Minute 66. Michael Olise picks up the ball, slides the perfect pass through, and there he is, Kylian Mbappé. One touch, one finish. France lead 1-0. The MetLife Stadium erupts. But more than just the goal, this was a statement. Mbappé on the biggest stage, doing exactly what Mbappé does. And France were now in the driving seat. Senegal pushed back. They weren't done. They reorganized, tried to find a foothold, and there were moments where they looked dangerous on the break. But France were composed now, confident. You could see the belief flowing through them. Then, minute 82. Bradley Barcola, who had come on as a substitute, makes his mark in the most emphatic way possible. He gets on the ball, drives forward, and finishes coolly. France 2-0. Game over? Well, not quite. Just when Senegal thought it was finished, the stoppage time drama began. Minute 90 plus 5. Ibrahim Mbaye pulls one back for Senegal, assisted by Ndiaye. The Lions of Teranga have a lifeline. Suddenly, it's 2-1. Suddenly, there's hope. The noise from the Senegalese fans inside that stadium was incredible. But then everything changed, and it changed in the most Mbappe way imaginable. 90 plus 6. 1 minute later, Michael Olise, delivering his second assist of the night, finds Mbappe again. And Kylian does not miss. 3-1. France. Game sealed. And not just any goal, not just any moment in the match. That was Kylian Mbappe's 58th international goal for France. That was the goal that made him France's all-time leading scorer, surpassing the legendary Olivier Giroud. On the World Cup stage, in the group stage opener, in the final minute of the game. Let that sink in for a second. The greatest tournament in football. And Mbappe chooses this moment to become his country's greatest ever goal scorer. You honestly could not script it. Michael Olise? 2 assists on the night. He was the difference maker. The creative force that unlocked Senegal's defense and gave France the control they lacked in the first half. His performance will not be forgotten in a hurry. So what does this mean going forward? France sit top of Group 1 after match day 1. 3 points. A comfortable win. A world record-breaking captain. Norway and Iraq still have to play their opener, but France have sent a message to every team in this tournament. They are here, they are dangerous, and they are coming for that third star. As for Senegal, they were not embarrassed. They competed. They pulled a goal back with pride. But they still have work to do if they want to advance from this group. 1 game in, Mbappe is already in the history books, and the 2026 World Cup, it has only just begun. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button. It genuinely helps more football fans find this content. Drop a comment below. Can France go all the way? And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because this World Cup is going to deliver moments like this every single day, and you do not want to miss a single one. See you in the end.